What's going on? Tectonic Edge here, and we have another ban and restricted announcement for Magic the Gathering. No modern bans this time, which is really more what I'm interested in, being primarily a modern player, but it's worth taking a look anyway. So, Brawl, we've had two bans. The Draneth Magistrate, which this is the guy who pretty much says you can't play your commander or your companion. So interesting that he's banned. Wonder if we'll see him banned in EDH. We'll find out. They also banned Winona, Joiner of Forces, which, to be honest, I know nothing about this card. But if it's worth banning, it's worth banning, apparently. Legacy, we have a Lurrus ban. Nice. If only that had passed on to Modern. And a Zerta ban, because so everyone knows Lurrus here. He's a little bit, he just goes into everything, and there's a lot of decks being built around him. And then Zerta, apparently there's a combo with Zerta in Legacy, or not, is this Legacy or Vin? Yeah, in Legacy that makes it a very quick win combo. Though it doesn't exist in Modern, or if it does, I have not seen anyone try and play it. And then Vintage, we actually have a ban, which is unusual because usually they will only restrict cards in Vintage. But it's kind of hard to restrict a companion when you're only running one of them anyway. And it's free in the hand. So if we look at the reasoning here, yep, the first is Vintage. It's the main one. The main line here. So Lurrus has surpassed 55% in Magic Online League play. Not surprising. And yeah, we recognize that it is a rare occurrence to ban a card for balance reasons in Vintage rather than restricting it, but this is a unique case where restricting Lurrus wouldn't affect usage as a companion, which is the primary motivation for making the change. So, yep, restricting it would do nothing, so they are just going to ban it in the format where they usually restrict it. Makes sense. Legacy, yep, above 55% and maintaining above a 55% win rate. Brawl, let's see. Part of our philosophy for Brawl is that it shouldn't be easy for a single card to completely shut down a wide class of commanders. An example of us acting on this philosophy was banning Sorcerer's Spyglass. Interesting. I wasn't actually aware that was banned in Brawl. So then we may not see that banned in Commander, because if memory serves, Commander or Sorcerer's Spyglass is not banned in Commander. And they're just seeing a high win rate of the Winona Joiner of Forces decks. Nice. Here's the part I'm interested in. The other format. So, why didn't we see Lurrus banned in Modern here? So Wizard says, while this set of changes has focused on Legacy, Vintage, and Brawl, we're continuing to watch the evolution of the metagame in each other format, including Standard, Pioneer, and Modern. If changes become needed in other formats, we'll provide these separately in a future announcement. As of now, we are seeing a diverse and dynamic metagame that changes from week to week in Standard, Pioneer, and Modern. Before determining whether any changes are necessary and what is the right changes would be, we need to see the metagame closer to an equilibrium state. Currently, the formats are shifting too quickly for our data to indicate what, if any, card or archetype poses a problem. So yeah, pretty much they're saying there's been too much shifting around online for them to have data to say if it actually needs to be banned or not. I'm betting we'll see that banned just as soon as the format settles down into a single, like, once we figure out these Lurrus decks are the best, though, and they start taking over, that's when we'll see a ban. Second paragraph here, we are aware of some players' concerns about the frequency at which they encounter decks using companions across several formats. Yeah, almost every game. While we are not currently seeing problematic win rates in Standard, Pioneer, and Modern from decks using companions, we are looking at overall metagame share and potential for repetitive gameplay. Yes, it is definitely that. If we see signs of long-term health issues resulting from high metagame share of companion decks, we're willing to take steps up to or including changing how the companion mechanic works. That is the big line there. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to see, is that they'll change how the companion mechanic works. It's not written down on all the cards. So what I would like to see, honestly, is them change it so it's a replacement effect. You have to discard a card out of your hand, and then you can put your companion in your opening hand. That way you don't have an 8-card hand. It allows it to be thought seized away or count. Well, it can still be countered, but it pretty much it adds a little bit of cost to it. But time will tell what they'll end up doing and what we'll end up seeing play. What will end up getting banned. Let me know your thoughts down below. I love hearing from you guys. Hopefully, we'll see some information more on modern bans. I'm hoping it will get it probably in like a month, but I have a feeling, just based on past experiences, Hogak and the like, they're gonna wait till they're not selling the set anymore. But yeah, thanks for watching. Tectonic Edge signing out.